Good, happy Monday evening. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast. Let's get started. First up, man sentenced to prison for crash that killed Maine couple. Let's take a listen to this video from WMUR News 9, Andy Hirschberger.
May not feel it, but some body washes can contain cleansers found in dish soap. Dove body wash is different. It has only the gentlest cleansers.
It just made me feel good.
This is Dove.
Choosing mercy over revenge, the family of a Maine couple killed in a 2013 drunk driving crash by John Shaw of Barrington told the court how their faith has guided them through this tragic time.
The most important thing in Daddy's life was a God who's in control of everything, including death. And we know that even death, no matter who ran into it or whatever, couldn't happen unless God allowed it.
Joel McLean, an ordained minister, and his wife Maxine were driving home from a church retreat in New Hampshire on Route 202 when Shaw slammed into their car head-on. He was convicted of negligent homicide and possession of marijuana. Prosecutors asked the judge for a minimum of 15 years in prison, but those closest to the victims hoped for forgiveness.
I ought to just let him go. I'd like to see his life change. I'd like to see his mind change.
There needs to be a punishment, but it needs to be merciful.
But Judge Mark Howard sentenced Shaw to 10 years, saying that impaired driving needs to be met with stiff consequences.
What happened that night was completely avoidable. It was the sole product of your poor judgment, your poor decision-making, your criminal decision-making, quite frankly.
The state is very appreciative of the sentences that were handed down today. They send exactly the right message.
Shaw also lost his license indefinitely and has to have an interlock device installed on his vehicle if he ever drives again. Reporting live in the newsroom, I'm Andy Hirschberger, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that report. Gastis to present Manchester's budget on February 15. Coy on mayoral re-election talk. Ted Gastis is happy to talk about the budget, but when it comes to running for re-election this year, the mayor of New Hampshire's largest city is more coy. Gastis, who's in his fourth term, 2-year term, steering Manchester, told NH1 News on Monday that it's time for governing. And I will make sure the budget that we have coming forward is something that citizens of Manchester can live with. President Trump signs 3 presidential memoranda plus U.S. from TPP. Let's take a listen to this video from ABC News.
Your baby's chubby little hand latches onto your finger so hard, it's like she's saying, I love you. That's why Aveeno's oat formula is designed for your baby's sensitive skin. Aveeno, naturally beautiful babies.
All right, we're going to sign 3 memorandums right now. The first one is withdrawal from the United States from the Trans-Pacific Partnership.
Everyone knows what that means, right? We've been talking about this for a long time. Thank you. Okay. Great thing for the American worker, what we just did.
Okay, and there you go on that video. We have some breaking news coming in the business news field. Samsung posts Q4 operating profit at more than 9 trillion Korean won. Spicer holds rapid fire first press briefing. Let's take a listen to this video from CNN.
Why make this crowd size issue something to talk about at all? Why get into it? Did it bother the president that much that he felt that you needed to come out here and straighten that out for us? And why did he choose the CIA as the venue to talk about that?
So two things. One, I just got handed a note. All of the people were not, no one in the front row was Trump. They were all CIA. That's what you asked.
First 3 rows.
Okay. I'll find out who the other 2 were. I'm sorry, I just got you the front row. Give me a second. I'll get the second and the third. We're going to get to the 4th and 5th, or? Okay, so let me see what I can do. Look, I think one of the things that happened, Jim, was that he kept hearing about this rift that existed. He talked about it a couple weeks ago after his briefing, how proud he is and how much he respects the intelligence community. And I think when he walked into that and he saw it, he wanted to make sure that people knew that what you're hearing on television or in reports about this rift, I have the utmost respect for you. I honor your service. I'm proud of what you're doing and the sacrifices that you're making. And I think that he wanted them to know that you see and hear all this stuff on TV about this rift that so-called exists. And clearly it doesn't matter. Like, don't believe what you're hearing. Know that I have a tremendous amount of respect for you. I appreciate everything that you're doing. And I think that's why he wanted to do it, is to make sure that they understand, they heard firsthand how much he respects them, how much he wanted to dispel the myth that there was a quote-unquote rift.
Okay, and there you go on that report. And that does it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Monday night. Good night, everyone. Bye.